So we're going to have a look at what everybody's been up to. So Chloe, you've been making this little area into a lovely little area here, a lovely shady area. Yeah, so talk us through a little bit. What have you done?
Yeah, I feel I'm the shady master now.
Yeah, shady master. You've done it,
So
great, isn't it?
Hostas, some filler plants.
Yeah. Beautiful digitalis there, and you can see them from the front, which is really good. And these birch trees from your nursery. Yeah, these are from Lakeside Nursery. These are great. And they hook over the top of the roof as well, which just really softens that. So it's turned quite a dark area into a lovely little place. So it looks really good. Well done, fantastic. Talk us through what you've been doing here today.
Well, we've got put the wall up.
Yeah.
Made the squeeze side a bit shorter. So
Yes.
a bit more realistic.
That's good.
And filled up more with ferns and pines.
Yeah, it's lovely, those little maidenhair ferns.
A bit aged, and we've got the ash tree.
Yeah.
Here's all the pines, like a scrubby area at the bottom.
Brilliant.
And over here we've got the
You got some barley.
the ornamental barley.
Yeah, so it's like a barley field that you come through the squeeze style and then you're out into a barley field. But well done, it looks really good, looks really good. So we just got to find something at the bottom of that ash tree, and I think we're nearly done on this bit, haven't we?
Yeah.
Brilliant. And you put some ferns, some aspleniums in the back, a really shady area which not much else would grow, so that's a good choice. So Amy, talk us through what you're up to here.
Wrestling with a foxglove.
Wrestling with a foxglove.
Yeah, just trying to bury it in the meadow mat.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it? And I know Sarah's been putting some those cornflowers in there as well, which are really nice. Just add a little bit of a hint of colour, don't they? It's really good. And then that looks great. And then we got over here, we got, well, Sarah, you've done quite a lot of lots of planting all over the place today, haven't you, really?
I've been here, there and everywhere today.
Yeah, but really on this kind of meadow area here particularly, you've done a lot of work. Bit at the front, so look us through what you've done at the front.
We stuck the herb Robert in the top.
Yeah, that's nice.
So that gives it a bit
Yeah.
more coverage. Put lots of the maidenhair ferns in the wall.
Brilliant.
And then just added a few ferns to the front.
Excellent. Come and have a look, come around and have a looky.
Still need
Yeah, that's a nice one to finish tomorrow, isn't it?
off, yeah.
Needs a lot of watering as well, don't it? We need to get some water in there. That's good. And Daz, you've been troubleshooting the lovely gutter, eh?
Guttering that you left me to do.
That's nice.
It is up.
All the best jobs you get. All the best jobs.
Yeah, just don't let anything land on it, and we'll be all right.
So that gutter. So Darren's put the gutter on, and you can see it ends up in the trough there. Ta-da! And well, that looks lots better. We're just going to burn that off tomorrow a bit and get a honeysuckle, wind it round, and that'll look great. Look good. Brilliant. It's coming down the garden path. If it's not Hazel with a fern, and Hazel has become the dew pond master. You know, it's sort of like a second Dan in dew pond making now. Now Hazel does a lot of volunteering work up in the Peak District, so you know she was totally in the know. So talk us through, Hazel, what have we done today?
We've put some limestone around what was the straight-sided pond to make it more of the bowl shape that we would get for a dew pond.
That's good. It's good. I mean, nicely planted. You know, because now we've got this lovely little marginal area as well where the water might have run over, and we've got all sorts. We've got some geomavens, some azugas, aspleniums, liatris, hostas. So it's a lovely little area. This is brilliant. So you might have guessed that it's starting to rain outside, and we have all dived into the barn. How many people can you get into a barn? Everybody when it's raining, no matter where. What I'm doing here is just putting a little bit of a set entrance to the barn, and basically it's just been literally putting them in, tapping them down, and now what I'm doing is just boarding up a little bit. So I'm just putting a board on, just using a dummer. I call it a dummer, but it's kind of lots of different things. And just final check of the levels. And then what I'm going to do is brush in a dryish mix. So we'll brush a dry mix in of sand cement with a bit of lime. You don't really need lime in this, mainly sand cement. Brush a dry mix in, then with a watering can on a rose, just water it in to just set that off, and then that will just be a nice little entrance into the barn. Putting the stepping stones in, and pool's filling up with water, and so that's just making a bit of a pathway. We've used some old turf there just round the dew pond, just to blend in a little bit here. And Sarah's just doing a bit more planting there, just getting a few bits of planting. Here comes Daz with another stepping stone, ready to go in. Oh, I'm in the way. And there is Dan. So it's Dan's bottom actually, but never mind. Dan is putting one in there by that pinch. May have to go a little bit deeper, but it's getting in there. So we're at the stage of dressing up the garden, or barn in this case. Stuart's burning a bit there to try and burnish the wood a little bit, making less conspicuous. We've got the old lantern, the old hay rack, and another lantern in there, and a rake and a pikeal, just to make it look a little bit more authentic. So Faye's planting up some sanguisorba here on the edge of the pool. Quite tricky work this is. Really balanced perched up there. Just trying to fill in the gaps. Chloe in the background is making sure everything's got water and spraying everything. It dries out really quickly here at the NEC. Sarah is working on the front, filling in the gaps, which is really good. Dan is going to be just putting a little bit of gravel on the pathway to make that in between the stepping stones. So all this is sort of all working towards a finish now.
4 different places.
Anyway, it looks good. It looks brilliant. It's really well done though. You've done a nice job of that. Really good. Bonsall is here. It's arrived. Yeah, looks alright. Bonsall sign is in, and the guys are just finishing off. Just getting the last few bits in. Still a few little bits to do, like the path, but it's looking fairly nearly complete now. So this is the finished product of the Bonsall Field Barn garden, and you can see there the lovely sign made by Stuart Gibbs there, and the limestone way, and then we're just looking up to the roof, and then we got this lovely naturalistic planting there with the oxeye daisies, the foxgloves. There's a few ash seedlings there just to the right that have popped up round where the old mine shaft was, and you can see through into the barn. You can see the hay cratch there for feeding the animals, the little owl there in the side. This is all part of dressing the garden. At the back you've got the squeeze gate and a few steps up there into that side window, so I think it looks pretty authentic, it looks pretty good, and the students have done really well to pull this one off. It was certainly quite an effort building a barn at a show garden.